Welcome and welcome back to Aila's channel. If you're one of my subscribers, I thank you very much. I don't take it for granted. And if you're seeing me for the very first time, right here is Aunt Aila. Please consider subscribing, like, share, hit the notification bell, comment if you like, and always come back to Aila's channel. We have a lot to discuss, by the way. Now, for purposes of today's video, we have 4 miraculous tips to a successful marriage or relationship. I know if I gave someone out there a task to discuss the elements or qualities of a good relationship, he's gonna give me 50 points, 20, 30. I asked for 10. I mean, you have very many points right there in your head. But that's not the practicability of the matter here. How do you apply them? And are you applying them in their rightful sense? That's why I'm giving you just 4. If you applied them so well in the correct way, they could work much more miracles than the 50 you have in your script. Now, before we get there, we have these phrases that have been known over time to lubricate relationships and keep them smoothly running. In fact, some people even say they even melt the heart of stone. Which are these phrases? 1. I love you. 2. Thank you. 3. I'm sorry. You see how I've pulled them out? Someone there is saying, hey, Aunt Aila is teaching us how to say sorry. Oh yes, I am teaching those who have really been trying to say these sorries, I love you, and I thank you phrases, and they seem not to be working for them. Someone is like, I'm trying to tell this man I'm sorry, he doesn't seem to acknowledge. I've told him I love him, he doesn't feel it. Even if I say thank you, he doesn't seem to understand. Are you sure you're doing it the right way? There must be something somewhere you're doing not right. Okay, this is how I would expect you to pull out these phrases for the true meaning to be realized. Pull them out with strategy. Be strategic as you pull them out. Know how, where, and when to pull these phrases out. Don't be monotonous as you pull these phrases out. For instance, let me just give an example. You've come back from work and your partner is casually asking you, oh, you seem to be late. What happened? It just calls for a simple explanation. Sorry is not called for here anyway, but you're already saying, I'm sorry. Oh, it was kind of jam. That's all you needed to explain, jam. But if you choose to say sorry, let one just suffice. You're gonna say it, go to the bathroom, come out, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, that's the second one. Go to the kitchen, do some chores here and there, come out, I'm sorry. Then you will walk around again, say sorry. Oh my, how many times are you gonna mention this? How monotonous. Why do you even sound guilty? You're just placing cues in your spouse's head. Why is she sounding guilty? Okay, aside from being avoiding monotony, being so strategic, you have to use humility. What do I mean here? Use the most humble nature of yourself as you pull these phrases out. I'm sorry. That comes from the bosom of your heart, can be felt. I'm sorry. That comes from your teeth. That superficial one, just stop. It can be noticed. Your spouse is not dumb. He can tell the difference between the two and will handle them as such. That is why one person is feeling the impact and the other is not. How do you apply these phrases? That aside, let's dig in. Number 1 tip, mutual respect. I said mutual, I did not only say respect, mutual respect. You give, I take, I give, you take. It takes two to tango. we both have to play our parts in our respective capacities. Now, what is here? How do you handle your husbands? Handle your husbands in a way that they feel cared for, they feel loved, they feel respected, if I may repeat, they feel valued, treasured, adored, if you like. After all, in the Bible, Sarai used to call her husband Abraham, my Lord. Vis-a-vis the men here, how do you handle your wives? Handle your wives in the way that they feel cared for, loved, respected, valued, treasured. They are the other important half of this partnership, therefore should be handled as such. The wife cannot always be giving and giving and giving, and she's not reciprocated. Do you think we shall move anywhere? No. It's just a matter of time she'll get tired and move on. And we don't want to reach there. Play your part. She plays her part, and that's how this relationship is gonna move steadily the ladders of success. Ladies have really tried. Let me speak for the ladies. Yes, I've seen testimonies of how ladies have really tried to implement this thing in their houses. For instance, they've gone to the extent of setting aside a corner in the living room, dad's corner. Not just anyone sits on that chair, it's dad's chair. Dad has particular cutlery and utensils that he uses. Not everyone is free to use those items. And by the way, as you implement this, let it not be a do or die affair in the house. Let every other member of the house do it with ease. Let them not feel miserable and enslaved to implement this. Do it in such a way that everybody is comfortable doing it. It should flow with ease and liking and wanting, such that everyone in the house will love it. It has worked for them. It might work for you too. A cut and paste is not prohibited in this field. But I would advise that you be creative and pick on something that fits exactly in your house, how you love it and how members of your house love it. You can also endeavor, as you say goodbye to your spouse, besides the door, with a passionate hug, a kiss, a peck, wherever you always do as you say bye to your partner. This is even the most appropriate point in time to throw in the I love you phrase, such that when your partner goes out there to work or wherever, that memory will be lingering in his or her head. Oh, I have someone who loves me. She adores me. She really has faith in me. She treasures me. She really cares. Please, this is something you cannot just get out there like that. Anyhow, try hard to give each other this kind of care, so that later in the evening, as he is coming back home or she is coming back home, she is eager to get home because she knows she's going to get a good, warm reception. It's unfortunate some people don't give a damn. As the partner is going out to work early morning, she does not, or he does not want even to open the blanket just to say, oh, bye, have a safe journey. No. Even later in the evening, as the spouse is coming back, he or she is already in the blanket. Lights are switched off everywhere. The partner enters the house like he's entering a rat hole. For goodness sake, can't you adjust your program so that when your partner is coming back, he fits into a warm reception? Why are you trying hard to push this person to look for pleasure outside? Yeah, it's a matter of time. The person will get tired and will start looking for pleasure outside, and that's not what we want. After giving each other this good mutual respect, I would expect it to automatically trickle down to good communication. You see, these 2 points are different but closely related. There is just no way you're going to have good mutual respect in its true sense amidst poor communication. No, it just doesn't work. It cannot work. In this communication, sometimes we are paired in such a way that one spouse is kind of introvert and the other is an extreme extrovert. Now this is where the challenge comes in. The extrovert has to use real intelligence in order to strike a balance. The extrovert has to always be willing and able to relent. In a small argument, for example, the introvert has a few words, you have 20 per second. The other spouse is gonna feel suffocated. That's why I'm saying you always have to be willing and able to relent. May she also have the opportunity to express his views and opinions and let his opinions pass once in a while. Remember, her or him being reserved does not mean he is less intelligent. The vote here is one-on-one, platform is flat. Therefore, you are equal stakeholders in this relationship and should be considered as such. After good communication, please give yourselves solitude. You need solitude, alone time, not as a couple, but as one, solo. Take yourself out. If you choose to have your solitude in the house, which in most cases is distracted, but if you feel your house is good enough for it, so be it. Go take yourself, maybe go to the park, go to the woods, go to a very serene, quiet environment. You can go besides the water. Just sit there and reflect on your relationship. I, for one, like going besides the water. When I look at those waves going up and down, that's exactly how I reflect on my relationship. I know almost all relationships have these ups and downs. If there is a relationship that is just even, no ups and downs, I think it can only be found in heaven. All relationships have ups and downs. So when I look at those waves, it directly reflects in my relationship. Please sit, think for your relationship. Is this what we really expected? Are we realizing our aspirations? Where our visions, are they coming through? Is she loving it? Is he loving it? Is she comfortable in this marriage? Am I trying my best? Is there anything we can add on? What are our weaknesses? Is there anything we can cut and paste into this relationship to make it brighter and greener? Think for your relationship. And whatever positivity you come up with, please pump it back into your relationship and it will be revamped in a way. After this alone time comes the last and heaviest tip, and that is prayer. Never undermine the power of prayer. Prayer will settle everything in your marriage as long as you did it and did it rightly. A family that prays together sticks together. There is just no way we are going to traverse through this world full of uncertainties without a supernatural power to lead us through. Please take on the mantle and lead your house through. I'm happy that most houses have family altar, that at some point of the day, they know they have to convene somewhere and say a prayer, give reverence to God. That is the biggest and solo way to keep your marriage afloat. Thank you very much for listening and watching me. This is Aunt Aila again. Always come back. I pray that you may be blessed and receive your heart's desires.